Hello guys, it's me Arya from Let's Help the World. In today's video I'm going to talk with you about what's going to happen right after the Magical Nature project. To start off this video, I want to say that there is going to be a lot of things to talk about in this video, which is why I'm gonna keep low my voice, because then if I talk too loud I will lose my voice. So it will be calm like video. We need to talk things one at a time and very slowly, because for a lot to say, a lot to wrap up. But to begin with, I just want to say there is a lot of new things that are going to happen in the channel eventually. And not only and all the things that I'll say today will be more just for May, June, July, and August. But we're going to we're but these things they can't happen exactly just like what I'll say, because there are stuff that I'm like in my head, yeah, I'm gonna say this, but it's probably gonna be more at the same time. It's like I did for the Magical Nature project, where there were less and small blogs that I thought about it, but there were PSA pictures to actually back me up, and there is the Harmony of Peace on Earth video, the Mr. Beast video for the whole project that actually helps support the Let's on the Road project. But now that the Let's on the Road project to actually make it more efficient, I decided to change my name of the channel to Let's on the Road, and that is something to talk about in this video too. But all of that said, let's spoil less of it, and let's get into the first section, and I think it's that. Yep, it's that. So officially, on April 20, I think it's today. No. Yeah, on April 20th, I decided to change the logo and the banner of the YouTube channel, and also the channel name and the description. And well, the reason why I did something new like this, like why I changed my channel name. Well, Passion Community was a good name. Just to say that I don't regret actually naming this channel Passion Community for a while, because it really fitted with the theme, and 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 just to be clear, there's always gonna be Passion Community into the hearts. My Pinterest channel, my TikTok channel will still be Passion Community, and for the reason it's to not confuse some people. On my YouTube channel, my main channel, I have really the power to change the name of the channel, and I have no holding back on it, because I know that it's the main channel, so I could change whatever I want. But for other channels, if I change too much things, it will confuse some people. So the other channels that I have, I prefer to stay them as it is. But if I change them one day, I'll do it, but not now. It's a slow transition to um actually transitioning to naming this Let's on the Road, and I started with the main channel. Techno Topics will stay like that since it's the name that actually started it, and I want the channel to stay Techno Topics for a while. But if I want to change it, it will be later on, because it just started Techno Topics with 37 videos, and I'll need to at least do 200 um to change the name. I'll have to do more than just 37 videos to change the name of the channel. It's the start of it. It's like with the start of the main channel when it was like a Sonic fan and got into Swords for Love and got into Pattern Community, and now that's on the road. But now I'm going to talk about my reasons to actually change my YouTube channel's name, my main YouTube channel's name, and the reason is because I'm actually doing that on the road project since the month of January. And remember when I said that this project will continue all over the year? It's a project that will go all over the year, just like Gay by Smile, which is also something I'm going to talk about in this video. And well, I decided to change my name to that because I realized, yeah, I could talk about it for like 2 months straight, bullets on the road and talking about lots of things all together. But right after, to not talk about them and to talk about different things, yes, I do variety of topics, but I want some topics to stay the same so that you could actually picture something with my channel, so that could be recognizable. And I decided that Let's on the Road fits the most because there's more that's going. And it is a magical nature project. Yes, I said a lot, but not everything. And I want to say as much as I can uh, with the problems on Earth, with all the negativity we have on Earth and the positivity. We need to talk about both. We need more to talk about both. So with now the name of the channel being Let's on the Road, it means that I have more freedom with my content, and I'll talk more about these now. Uh, and I found out that doing content about these is what I actually want. I love to share what I think about these things, and I figured out that this was my real passion to actually talk about what's happening in the world, putting my critical opinions about those. And the PAC pictures were one of the greatest things I invited because if I don't have the time for a video, I can write a PAC picture and then go post that on Pinterest. And it's one of the most simple things. It's not a whole video, at least it's a picture. And with the PAC pictures, I can also use them for references for different videos. So I can have a support, which is a very, very, very great thing to have. And it works with my thing that I always my quote that I always say to people: work smarter, not harder. With a YouTube channel, you need to work smart because if you don't have the time to make a video, but you want to do a certain project, you have to do it another way. And the basic pictures were was good for me. There are 30 of them on Pinterest page for now, by the time we speak, but there's going to be more into the future too. And to make it happen, by changing the name, changing the topics I'm going to talk about, I want my channel to be more freedom on the content, on the number of content too. In the past, I was more stick to production, but I wasn't focusing on quality, critical thinking, and more about my passion, what I really liked. And with Let's on the Road, I actually discovered it, and here it is now. Here we are. And we're more going to talk about things that I want now. Um, and don't worry, we're still gonna be art because art is one of my greatest passions too. Is what went first, just right after my art. My passion for art is bigger than my passion for my YouTube channel that I have. So I'll still continue with art, and art is gonna support a lot of my projects too. So I'll still talk about it. And don't worry, not a lot will change actually. It will still be the same with the topic. It's just gonna I'm gonna add more. There's going to be more freedom into the content. There's going to be new ones and new projects and more. And that is why I actually want to change the channel name because I want more freedom to my content. And I think I'm right to say that. It's a right move. It's a smart move. And also why I also changed it right before. In May and June, there's going to be a break for the main channel because I already see it again. In Passion Community, there's more big videos than small videos. The small videos that are around SeaWorld, seconds to 15 minutes, are in technical topics, but 15 minutes and more are in Passion Community. No, not Passion Community, sorry. That's on the road. That will be a tradition too. To not mess up with it. But yeah, uh, like I said, 15 minutes and more was going are going to be in Let's Hop the Road. And videos that need a thumbnail, whatever minute it is, it will be in Let's Hop the Road. Because in technical topics, I can't add the thumbnail, so that's why. But yeah, And why I want to make a break and that's on the road for May and June. If you haven't seen my revelation video that I did in August 2024, I'll link in the description, but I actually said I was still in high school and I'm still am, and in May and June that I actually discovered there will be a lot more exams for last year. So only to take a break in May because of that. I really need to focus on my studies, my school stuff. And the mistake I did in 2023, yeah, not 2023, no. The mistake that I did in 2022, it was to not make a break on May and June. And I wasn't focusing on taking breaks, which is why I left out with a mental breakdown. And I don't want it to happen again, which is why I also slow down the production of my videos, but also when I feel that I need a break from content because of stuff that I know is gonna be too much to handle, I'm going to do it. I know this year is gonna be big, 2 months, where no videos are going to be posted and that's on the road, but those aren't going to be community posts, so check on that as well. And then in May, there are going to be more videos on techno topics, and techno topics for short videos, so don't need to work very hard. So the techno topics will be it. But yeah, I want really to focus on me during those 2 months with school and stuff. I need to handle my time, so that's why I'm taking a break in May and June for my main channel. And I think it leads to, oh yeah, and Pinterest, it's only on Pinterest. There's going to be a project that I haven't done before, and it's not related to anything into techno topics, and that's on the wrong. No, it's really a custom Pinterest project that I actually thought for a while. It was to do a project where in the month of May there's only gonna be a hell of a bunch stuff into Pinterest. Now, to make it clear, I don't want to do production. I want to do quality drawings, quality Canva pictures, quality things. And I don't want production. Anyways, I have all the month of May to do these, so we don't need to rush. It's just a mini project like that to kind of do something new from the usual things I do. And it's really to express of how much I like this show. So doing a whole project about it for the first time, it's a win. It's a mini project like that for the whole month of May to actually make Pinterest less empty in my Pinterest page. And my reason is, like I said, is because I really love the show and I want to show my appreciation for it. So I'm going to make a project dedicated to that show. And since I'm doing lots of things related to that show for a month, it's the reason why I named this project a hell of a month. That's why. Because the whole month is going to be a hell of a lot of stuff. But I think what comes after is, oh yeah, and just like I said, in techno topics in the month of May, there are going to be more stuff on that channel. There's going to be more blogs, more gameplays, and also the restart of Get My Smile. I'm going to go on that later. And the new content, possible new content. I don't know if there's going to be any, but just to add it. To clarify again, it's not going to be on productions. Be, it's not going to be focusing on production. Because since I will do a break of doing long videos that's on the road for 2 months, and it's more in May. In May, I'm going to focus on techno topics because there's not a lot of videos, so I'm going to add a little bit more. But it's not really on productions. It's just to actually make the techno topics channel more alive. So I'm going to add a little bit more blogs, a bit more gameplays, and there's going to be the restart of Gay by Smile because for a while I actually stopped Gay by Smile for a reason I don't know, probably because of lack of motivation. It's probably that. And that happens when there's a lot of stuff happening at the same time. You forget about things. You have lack of motivation. But in May, I'm going to restart Kate by Smile. And by the way, actually said there was a project. It will be all over the year. So if there's a time that I do a break, don't worry about it. It's just that I need some break. But I'm going to restart Get by Small in May, and since I'm not going to do a lot of videos, it will be a perfect time to restart the Get by Small project and do a little bit of stuff surrounding this project to kind of focus a bit on that. And there's probably going to be new content, but I'm not going to go deeper into that because in May I really want to be a calm month, not any new projects surrounding videos in the month of May. It's really freedom, alright? The only project is in Pinterest, which is another month, which is why there's gonna be a little bit less videos and techno topics, but I want to add more to make it more live. It's really on that I'm gonna focus on me. I'm gonna focus on myself and I'm going to slow down the content to kind of transition into the June break. And the June break, yeah, I know what you're thinking. YouTube, Pinterest, TikTok. And normally on June break I'll be more on TikTok, but I decided that this year on June break it will be everything on break, every single thing, even techno topics is gonna be off for the month of June. In May, techno topics is gonna be alive. It's going to be stuff on techno topics, but in June there's not gonna be anything in techno topics too. Alright. Uh, and I'm actually gonna set up the official duration of the June break on the community post on Techno Topics. So subscribe to Techno Topics. Probably in to the road, I'm gonna do a community post about the duration of the June break during I think before this video is posted, I did a community post about the duration of the June break. Well, the whole break for the main channel, but also for the other things. Because it's not the whole month of June that'll be on break. I think it will be for 26 days, but I really need to check up on that. So just right after this video, just check the community post to actually check the right duration time of the break. Because I'm still thinking about it at this very time of doing this video. And just like I said, it's all my social medias that will be on break. I want to do zero stuff on there during the whole June because it's an half month of school and it's a lot of exams and I really need to focus on that in June. So that's why. And just right after the June break, I'm gonna a little bit talk about it to kind of further more into the future. In July and August is going to be the summer project, just like usual since 2023. In the summer there's a project, but this year I'm not gonna come back on summer vibes. I'm gonna do something else. I know that I said on the my resolutions for the year video, I said I'll do a summer vibes return, but I decided not. It's because 2 years of doing the same things with summer vibes, when they're figuring about it, you're gonna be tired of it. So I'm gonna bring something new. And this project, I think is gonna be my favorite. It's gonna really surrounding my principal passion, art. And the name of the project is The Heat of Creativity. The Heat of Creativity is a project surrounding art. It's kind of fit in with lore in arts, which I'm also gonna talk about the series in the additional information part. But yeah, during the whole month of July and August, I'm going to make the Heat of Creativity project. But just to clarify, the schedule will stay here for the summer, which is on the weekends. And the reason for that is because last year I did like every day there are going to be videos. I don't want to focus on production, just like I said, so I'm gonna stay on with my schedule, which is the weekends. If there's a little video during the week, don't have problem with that, but the schedule will stay. There's going to be rare moments where it actually affects which that will actually go out of the schedule, just like the harmony of Peace on Earth on April 22nd to actually fit in. But yeah, I'm going to explain what is the heat of creativity more precisely. It's more of a home art project. It's not a whole team where I'm going to focus on a lot of stuff, even though I'm going to be art blogs. But those art blogs are more little bonus things, but there's not going to be a lot to that project. It's more of a home art project, and it's my room in my house where I do a whole decoration process, and I'm actually focusing on the heat of creativity project also now, because the videos that I actually see that actually send them as premiere is the whole project, which I'm doing it now in April, and 3 months later you see the videos. I know it's very far, but I want to focus a little bit on the project in advance so I could focus more on the art blogs just right after. But yeah, it's more a home art project to decorate my room. But and you're gonna see the art tutorials of them in the channel, which are the videos about. The art blogs are going to be around the projects that I do, not any art blogs that are outside, like in the media on Pinterest. Now, the art blogs I'm going to be talking more about my projects, and it's more to present some project that I did, my thoughts on it, and yeah, so you can know more about what I do. And the Pinterest drawings, there's going to be Pinterest drawings, but not too much. Just a little bit to kind of support the Heat of Creativity project because that's all about art. So there are definitely going to be Pinterest drawings on that project, but not too much because I really want to stay on that no production line, just quality content, just schedule. Very calm. And I think just right after it is the additional information. Yeah, it's that. Well, for the additional information, let's talk now about the Loin Arts, Media Space, Subsurf Network, Childhood Memories. I think it's it. Oh, it Master Block Styles. And why was it temporary? And there's a reason for that. Well, hmm, those series. Now you will say, with the Heat of Creativity project, how will this series go? Well, my friends, it's not cancelled, but I decided to do something else with those series. They're not gonna be series anymore, they're more going to be teams for blogs, which means that we're not going to be a lot of videos surrounding them, but if it's a video that is themed around a certain themes like law and arts, media space, whatever fits with the name of this, whatever fits with them, I actually put into that playlist. And if it's a subsurface blog, we're going to be in Subsurf Network. If it's something that is around the media, just like the Mr. Beast video, it's going to be media space. And showing the channel as well, since I'm showing the channel. Um, if it's something that I talk about my childhood, uh, or any people's childhood, I'm going to put that in childhood memories. But yeah, it's more themes than a series. Just that, and the very start of the series, I actually wanted to post on that, but the series to kind of have a jump start. But I don't want this series to be like every other Saturdays because I actually figured out that this series is a lot of production. And you remember what I said? I'm on a new production policy. That means that I will not do any sort of overproduction. I want to focus on quality. So if I don't want to make a Nat Space video, that's fine. Do what I want with this channel. I want to focus more about my free content, my freedom into this channel. I want more to do the stuff that I want, but the things that I want to produce. And this is the little thing that I wanted to adjust with what I'm doing. But also, on my TikTok channel, there's less videos. Like I said, just to clarify, TikTok is not a channel where I go often. So don't go there if you want to see often videos. Just go in there. If I just post random stuff on TikTok. It's rare that I do a TikTok project. It's rare. Just random stuff that I want to post. So if you're someone who likes random stuff, just go to my TikTok channel. I don't care about fame here. My fame is really on YouTube, right? Clarify that as well. But yeah, my TikTok account is really to help to be more known to people. It's not really to do projects. Just to clarify on that too. So and yeah, and just to say to yourself, there's probably more that's going to happen when I'm gonna say. Hey, why I'm saying that is because with my resolution video, I actually said that those things are not official, but just things that I want to say that actually plan to happen. And whatever what I said that not everything that all of that what I said in that video doesn't mean we're all official. But there's some things that I plan. And well, I'm going to say the same thing with this video. Well, it's more what I'm. These things are more going to happen. All right, I'm gonna say that they are going to happen, but don't put it in a big screen like, oh, she's going to be, she's gonna do a big project with big videos, with a lot of videos, a lot of things. No, a project doesn't mean it has to have a lot of videos. A project, a project, it can't just be just one video. We're gonna clarify on that. A project it could just be one video. But you know me, I'm a maximalist and I go with months to do a project. But and I know I need to debut as a new chapter and I also want to talk about that as well. Just by changing the name of my channel with Let's Hope the World is adding officially a new chapter because it's not 100% passion community anymore. There's always gonna be passion community in our hearts, just like Sweet Hearts for Love. But yeah, it's always going to be passion community in our hearts. Just to clarify that, I'm not gonna erase that name out of my mind. It's actually a good name, and we're still a passion community. I just want to actually add more volume into my name to actually add more creativity and more is what this channel is about, and it's that's on the road. All right, and that's what I wanted to clarify as well. But yeah, this what I really wanted to say for this video. I know that might be not a lot. Well, it's a lot of information. A lot, but not too much. I just want to focus on 4 months. Because if I focus on more in the heat of creativity, that's when it can actually go wrong, alright? And even the Gothic Orange, to talk about that blog what I did at the start of the year when I set all my resolutions. Even Gothic Orange, I don't know if I'm still gonna do this project or not. That's why I'm gonna stay with 4 months because I know what will happen in those 4 months officially. So that's why I say things about those 4 months. May, June, July, August. But right after August, it's going to be a blog about what's going to happen as well. Alright? Just to clarify on that as well. But yeah, but just and that leads to the end of this blog. And yeah, this is the future of the Let's on the Road. And that doesn't mean it's gonna happen exactly what I said is probably going to be more than what I said or less of what I say. It's just a blog. That doesn't mean it will happen 100% just like what I say, but just to put clarifications in place for the formats not gonna be there on your channel. So, and with that said, I hope that you guys like this blog, and if you did, smash the like button. Subscribe to Let's Help the World and Techno Topics to know more content, to actually see more content or know more about me. Share this blog with anyone you want them to know about what's going to happen in Let's Help the World for the 4 months. And comment down below about what you think of this video. And all of that said, see you all. Well, for the Let's Help the World channel, see you all at the end of June. But for Let's Help the for Techno Topics, subscribe to that channel because there are going to be more videos on there to actually make it more alive and having more content. But yeah, subscribe to Techno Topics so you could see the content on there from me. Subscribe to my TikTok account as well. There's going to be videos on there. Subscribe to my Pinterest page for the end of a month project for me. So yeah, that's it. See you all at the end of June for Let's on the Road. But for technical topics, see you all in May. Bye guys.